Hello, people. How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? Welcome, everyone, to the channel. We're back. I'm being a bit later to the stream. Oh, I like a lot. We have a new viewer count at the bottom, you know. Now it's combined. So I like it because now we have the combination of the viewership from all the platforms, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Perfect. I'm a little bit later. I'm a little bit later here because I just came with my son to be on a birthday, you know? Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And Red Bull, well, Red Bull was nice. The end was unexpected, maybe. You know, a bit sad not having games this afternoon. I wanted some Korean Mirror hate. Anyway, what you wanna talk about it? You know, what you say? Well, I know something about the decider, but yeah. I missed the last day of Red Bull, but it looked insane. Well, it looked nice, unexpected to be honest. Do we have a date for Winchester Heartt? Not yet. They are working on it. As far as I know, I think it's gonna be a best of 5. As far as I know. Now that I'm thinking, I don't know if I can share that, but yeah, Mr. Yo is out. Well, he's out. No, he will have to play the qualifiers like he was going to have to play the qualifiers, but instead of the decider, he will have to play the whole qualifier. Jararaka, thank you so much for the 2 months at tier 1. Subscribe for 5 months. You know. Yo and Vivi. Well, Vivi was going to have to play the same way, so it's still the same, I think. What happened to Mr. Yo? It seems that he streamed the last day without the stream delayed, and then he got punished 100 points. Yeah. But someone posted his reaction on Reddit, and it was so disheartening. What that means? What that means, Mayor GG? And what was his reaction? Vivi just lost his prize pool, I think. So that kind of... Well... Don't ask me what I think. I have here best of 9. Best of 9 what? What I think? That this would have been punished prize instead of points. Remove him some money. And something like this. I think the punishment was... I mean, you have to punish because you need to make people follow the rules. But I think it was too hard of a punishment for me. That's my opinion. After thinking about it. And it will affect also all the players in the brackets as well. And many things for something that he was definitely not taking an advantage. Let's talk about Viper. For sure he tried. Why his tournament performance is much better than the ladder? I see he struggled in the mirror match to opponents who beat easily in tournaments. Probably also you don't have the same patience. He want to play so many games. Yeah, it's something that I will have to talk with him. I can give you a premiere here, but I don't want to talk a lot about the Viper right now, because I'm gonna have a special interview with the Viper soon. It will be uploaded on YouTube. So I'm gonna have a call, a talk, face cam, like a podcast with him soon. So that's gonna be great, huh? Having that one with the snake is gonna be great. So better to don't spoil many. You know, I will talk to him and we will have a chat about everything. you know, and it will be after this weekend, you know. Me and Viper. Viper and me, Mario GG. Me and Viper. I don't need anyone to make a podcast, Mario GG. I can do it on my own. Okay? No. It's gonna be after the qualifier from Red Bull. After the weekend of this qualifier. Of the qualifier of the next weekend, because remember that the next weekend is gonna be Red Bull. Red Bull Wololo. You know, that would be nice to watch. I hope so. I would like to do a lot more of those. I've been always trying to make a podcast on my own myself, but I think a podcast will be nice to have always someone with me, you know? Yeah. Heartt and Matsmora already had a podcast. Good for them. That was Matsmora and Viper. Then Viper dropped it there, and now he's Heartt. So good for them. But what do you want? I say, some people with easier or with more luck than others, you know. So good for them. I've been trying to do that for so many years, and I never could it. So MBL making Heartt's life even worse. What that means? Getting leader of Vinci will be fun for a podcast member. That's true. I might, well, with Winchester will be easy. Also with Leo I will do another two, yes. Especially now that they have the vitality. Yeah, but I don't have, remember that I don't have an editor. I do it all on my own. My conclusion is Empire Wars a crap. I don't think it's crap. I think just that it wasn't the best settings, you know. Yeah. One moment, guys. By the way, I was checking, and the favorites in the Winchester versus Heartt, it should be Winchester. They face 5 times in the ladder. 5-0 for Winchester, you know. I think for big tournaments, ladder qualifier is much better to watch. Maybe 9 days are enough than ATP seeding. The ladder qualifier is much better to watch? No. I don't think it's much better to watch Koreans war all the time. Yeah, I agree. People playing 10 hours but losing to one civilization point. Yeah, I know. I love the Empire Wars and really enjoyed watching it, especially here. Well, what I like it is, and thank you for the follow and your first time chat. What I like it very nice is that it's very aggro. It's quicker games. I don't say very aggro because in many situations the games are passive and they're still going for Imperial, but that's really happened a lot faster. You know, that's happened a lot faster. It's only best of 1? No, it is best of. It's gonna be best of 5 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you should add your setup. I thought it's overkill. Do you agree? You spend more on it. Just you let me know. Tell me how looks my quality, and then you tell me. For me, it's perfect. I like the ladder qualifier once in a while, but I didn't like the result website not having a delayed. It was so much easier with those to track and snipe all the players. Oh. They could have a delay of 2 minutes also, like the spec delayed, you mean? Is there an announcement of best of 5? No. This will be the most expensive best of 5 of AoE2? Maybe. No, not really. Are there any news of the date of the decider? I cannot share. They are working into it, but since it's not confirmed, I cannot say myself the information that I have. You know. What I can tell, I believe I can tell that I'm being asked to do the draw for the qualifiers. Since I have very experience and to make it very transparent, so I might do that. You know, it's not confirmed, but that's why I'm in conversations. You know, because it's something that is important, and well, the draw for the top 8 and top 12, obviously. Matze. The draw. Will the game be this week? That has to be this week. It has to be before the weekend, because the loser will play on the weekend. Yeah, you know? With Noah assisting, you know? All right, sounds good to me. But I will let you know. Well, I will not let you know. Krasini will do it, you know? More questions, guys, that you want to talk about whatever you want to talk. Be my guest, guys. Let me put the sound of my game so you know that we have game sound. I'm reading also Kick and YouTube. Blaze as well. Well, Kick and YouTube. Blaze is more complicated. I have remember that I have... Yeah, oh. I have everything there, right? Where's the viewerships here? Let me put completely because... One moment. I like this a lot. Yeah, the combination of the viewership. I love it. Finally. To don't have so many stuff. So we know. Click a link in bio. Exclamation mark social and you have everything. How is your cold? I don't have a cold anymore. What GPU you to have to run all those monitors? I have 2 PCs. I have 2 PCs. This one is alone. And this one is with a 4070. Heartt pushes so much. He's in good shape too, but down on the list while person who played once the list is second on list. Looking forward for weekend games. I don't understand what you mean there. How much you hate of Koreans and Fire Lancers? Are they still in the game? Mr. Yo will for sure play qualifier, but there are too many good players in the qualifier. It would be super hard to get into the tournament. Yes, and it can be, for example, the Viper versus Mr. Yo, for example, as a decider now with that decision they did, which in my opinion is bad for the tournament. I understand the decision, but I think it was a bit too much. I don't know, I might be wrong. You can tell me. You know? You can tell me. The statistics on the Heartt and Winchester on the ladder. Winchester 5, Heartt 0. Winchester won all the games in the ladder to Heartt. I think we can check actually. Let me just check. If I'm not... I think I was checking, so... Opponents... Guys... Winchester, opponents, Heartt, 5 times. And... He won 100%. I wonder why this wasn't a tiebreaker already, so we didn't need to make a best of 5 or best of 7 or whatever now. But obviously, it is what it is. But yeah, that could be a tiebreaker, I guess. No, you are wrong, Alucard, and you are talking nonsense and completely crap. I'm sorry, man. You know that I love you, but they knew the rules for a long time ago. It was in the handbook. They knew that rule for months. They didn't change randomly in the last seconds. The rules were communicated and posted in the handbook months ago. No, they didn't change. It was like this from the start. So please, when you say something, get the information first. Because it was like this from the start. They knew from the start that in the last 48 hours they couldn't stream. And that's why Mr. Yo didn't stream Saturday, for example. And it's not the first time that he has this, you know. So I don't know, you guys, why keep talking things that you don't know. I was told different by mistake. Well, then ask, because who told you that? A random guy, maybe? And what they did is that they reminded the rule. And they don't have to remind. That the punishment is hard, I agree. But it has to be punished, I also too. You know? When they announced the 100 points before 2, they announced that if you stream with delay, you will be disqualified for the qualifier. So I think 100 points is less than disqualified. Right, Kukuro? So... yeah, it's complicated. There's always drama, you know? Why a last 2 days different? Oh my god, Alucard, seriously. Please think a little bit. The real rules are that when you are playing in a tournament, you should never stream without 2 minutes delayed the POV. Never. And to give them the chance to stream with interaction during a lot of days, they gave days without that rule, which in my opinion was the first mistake. They should not stream without POV delayed, because when you are playing and you are streaming, viewers say, hey, you are missing 1 relic. Hey, you have the relic but you didn't drop. Blah, 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 blah. And if you are checking the chat because you want to interact, you are getting information. So obviously, in the last 2 days, 48 hours, it's even more important because you saw what happened in the at the last moment, you know? My problem is not that the delay... I give up with you, Alucard, tonight. I'm sorry, man. I mean... I give up. Good evening, Memp. Loving the chill vibe. I mean, I give up. Yeah. Exactly. It's just... I mean, I can't believe that someone like you, with so many years in the channel, a grown man, keep talking completely lies. You know? Like, seriously, stop typing bullshit. Yeah. When is Heartt Winchester game? I don't know yet. They're working into it. Yeah, I mean, what I don't like when people... not you, in general, when people spread misinformation. It's, you know, it's bad for everyone, you know? For organizer, for the players, for the game, for all, you know? And that should never happen, really. Like, one told me that the other told me that the other told me that Scarlett is not my wife. Well, that's true, but it's bullshit. Why they have to talk about the Scarlett, for example? You know? Things like this. I'm not saying they changed the rule. I'm saying the rules for the last 2 days were different than the rest of the qualifier. That's bad. That's not bad. It's bad for you. You know? But I think it should be the whole qualifier without able to stream. I agree in that. You know, it should be the whole qualifier without with POV delayed. I mean, that's how it should be. You know? Yeah, but then it's drama because the players want to stream, which in my opinion is bad. Mem, you think Koreans will be banned and players will ban it? If they don't, I don't cast. Nvidia, mem. Nvidia de qué? Do you think the rule book is too harsh? Since it exists, there appear to be way more controversial decisions. There has been always a handbook. I don't know what you mean. The only issue is that it's a bit hard to reliable track. Well, definitely need more admins, not only one. When will the qualifiers start? The last chance qualifier will start on Saturday. He's not in the tournament now. I think he can play the qualifiers. Still, he probably will have no prize because he was on the top 25, if I'm not mistaken. But then he's not anymore, right? Let me just check. Oh, he wasn't even. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You see now, this is the list now complete. Mr. Yo is now 14. There is an answer. Due to a rule violation, Josh Hayes' rating was reduced. BB, the same. Due to a rule violation, Vivi Hayes' rating was reduced. So now it's 27. So he's losing the position he had. That was in the top 25 and was getting some prize money. That's it. Yep. That was happening with them. Yeah. BB got the same than Mr. Yo. The question is why both didn't stream with delayed, without delayed? Well, yeah, is their problem, right? It is their problem. Sorry to interrupt, but where do I find the final score for the Wall of Law tournament ladder finish? Exclamation mark RBW, you can see there. You got $500 for the deducted points, right? Or no? What? Who would benefit more in a best of 5? Hard to say. Anyone can win.
Thank you for following.
Because if you forgot, nobody reminded, baby. Yeah, that's true. Mr. Yo is always taking care of everyone, right? Yeah. Any rule change before qualifier? No.
Thank you for following.
Thank you for the follows. It just felt tilt with the games when some deserving players tried a lot. I'm sorry. I mean, obviously, it's still bad that Mr. Yo, someone that has been played a lot. Yeah. Did he get a playoff, get the schedule? Not yet. Yeah, the position he got in the end was... Mr. Yo position was 14, and the 14 position in the ladder get $500. So he's getting a $500 bonus, but he was getting the position he got before was 6, right? If I'm not mistaken. So basically he had already guaranteed before 3K and now has 500. But if he still win, he can get that money, but he will need to win. Yeah. Now Balls is 6. Let me check. Correct. So basically he lost in quote 2.5k. I mean, he still probably will get into that round. Like, Maybe the second last round will be hard, but he most likely will still get there. You know? He's Mr. Yo. You have to play more. But if he plays his best, he will still get into that position and will recover the money. So if you think about that, no, it's not out. He just have... I mean, look. Okay. I'm going to try to be more visual with this, you know? This is the last chance qualifier, right? This is the last chance qualifier. And, you know, January 24, round of 128. So, imagine that there is 128 people that sign up for this ladder. That probably will be. If not, it will be a less round. But let's put that this is the rounds that he have to play. So, Mr. Yo now will have to play all these rounds. 128, he will win 100%. You know? Round of 64, he will win 100%. Thaptos, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Round of 32, he will win. Most likely, he will win as well. Then, so, basically, Mr. Yo, you know, just look. Balls, NBL, Viper, Winchester, or Heartt, major qualifier advantage. What that means? They will be here, in this position, right? Okay? That's clear. What the fuck is this? What I did now. Then freaking Andy, Luisito, and Tatot are going to be on this position. Mr. Yo will have to play from 0. You know? But he will win. He will win here. He will win here. He will win here. And then he might be a bit harder, but he might win as well. So if he just keep qualifying, he's gonna be also on this one. What is the problem for Yo? Well, the problem for Yo is that before it was going to be in this spot. What means now? That now Mr. Yo can face to anyone. So now Mr. Yo will have to compete with one of those. If he qualified, he will have to compete with Tato, Luisito, or Andy. So it's a round that is difficult. And then if he advances, he will have to face to NBL, Viper, Balls, or Heartt, which is also difficult. So now it's harder for him. You know, that's it. That's what happened. That's it. All right? It's been clear that or not? I hope it is. Now.
Oh, yeah.
You got it? Yeah, he was penalized. No, Winchester Heartt match didn't happen yet. Thank you guys for the soup, for the gift. Amazing. No, we don't know when Winchester and Heartt will be. In round of 128 best of 1? Let me check. No, not even. The settings are here. Let me put it again. Round of 128 64 best of 3. So it's not like he has to play so many games. Round of 32, round of 16, round of 8, best of 5. You know? Okay. A minor ladder round, best of 5. And then the major ladder round, that is the decider, best of 7. Unless 11 games? No. I mean, round of 128, he will win 2-0. Round of 64, he will win 2-0. 4 games. Round of 32, it's already... What? Best of 5, he will win 3-0. It's 7 games. That's it. 7 games. And then here, yeah, 7 games to get into this spot. But he was here. So, yeah, if you win all without any losses, 10 games. Well, I mean, 10 games for him is nothing when he has played that. He played 30 games per day, you know? Well, the real rule was that he should be disqualified. So what do you prefer, guys? That they reduce 100 points or they disqualified so he cannot play it? Can you tell me? What do you think is better? Disqualified? So he cannot even play and get nothing? I have said already that Heartt versus Winchester is best of 5, guys. Tyler James, I'm sorry, but if you don't like, come to Twitch. You know? It's complicated because there's less, and the chat on YouTube, it's the interface is a lot worse, so I cannot see everything. I really don't like the Red Bull quality. I can just stop streaming on YouTube if you are not happy with the streaming with the YouTube streaming. I hate when people only complain when they're watching for free all the time. You know, it's annoys me. You know, someone complain on YouTube because I'm slower answering them. They cannot even idea how difficult it is to read all the chat all the time. I really don't like the Red Bull qualification. Some rules are ridiculous. Some players are dodging high rank players all the time. Players should be limited to play against low rank players in some amount. As for Mr. Yoki, play like 400 games while some play less than 100 games. Is crazy. Well, that's your opinion, but telling that they are dodging all the time, how you know that? They don't know who they are facing. No? Yeah. Anyway. No, but it's good to have a good critical. I mean, things can be improved in all tournaments, you know? You know? So, yeah. Thank you, man, for trying to cast on YouTube. That's where I watch most of the time. Usually, I never stream these recap tournaments streams on YouTube because it's super hard to control all chats at the same time. Because the policy is that I have to focus in the Twitch interaction, you know? Then I stream also on YouTube, and they blame me, you know? So you never do the things good, you know? Like, you know, it's what it is. Did anyone else get disqualified or lose point for no stream delay? Yes, Vivi. Because usually who say the rules to follow is Joe to Vivi. So if Joe forgot, he forgot to say to Vivi. My goodness, you know. You know? Yeah. What is your opinion? Who will be the last 4 memp? It's very hard because we need to know the draw also. I mean, for example, there's going to be 4 brackets, right? We need to know which one is going to be the brackets. In mind, Heartt or Winchester is going in one bracket. Then, who is going to be on those brackets for those 4? Let's say Heartt, Winchester, and then he's going to be there Tatot. It's different than if it's Luis or Sito or freaking Andy. We need to know all this. Then, the Viper, and it's going to be the Viper, and then in that bracket also Tatot. And then in that bracket can be also Mr. Yo now. So, it's insane. We don't know, you know? The draw is Saturday, yes? No, the draw has to be earlier. It has to be earlier in case that they also want to practice. Imagine that you know in what brackets you are going to be. Now then you can practice. Imagine that Viper is in one bracket and Tato is in another. Then Viper and Tato can practice. If Viper and Tato are in the same brackets, they cannot practice. Stuff like this. Okay? Don't forget to thumb up on YouTube. If you like the stream on YouTube. If you are like Tyler James, don't thumb up because he doesn't like the stream. It will be very different since you have a map civilization bands, I assume. I agree. Admin is cooking something to make it interesting. Will the bracket draw be online? That's the idea. They contact me to do it live. If I was going to be able to do it, and if I want to do it, and I say yes. So when I know the times and everything, I will let you know. But I might be doing the draw myself. You know? So you will see it, the draw live. It's not gonna be something behind the scenes or anything. Yep. It's important, guys. It's very important. So let's see. Okay, I was talking on Discord about something. I think they wanted to bring back the 3 maps they already had. Yes, I think so. No, I think so, no. Yes, for sure. Because there is a map pack. So the maps will be there. 500 bits! Vamos!
To my papi.
That doesn't matter, man. It's gonna be a draft. So, look. The maps are back. This is gonna be the qualifier, you know? Cronewood, Dorothea Quarry, Glacis, Henholt, Loch Ness, Rampart, Stonefront, Thames, Vulpine. You know? And it's different. I don't know if you say here the other settings. Probably here not. But it's map pool and it's gonna be draft. I don't know if it's here or something. Yeah. Why no acclivity? Because the acclivity wasn't a map for this tournament. Isn't winner bracket, loser bracket format? No, never been. Never been winner bracket, loser bracket format. It's a single elimination. It's in 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I really don't know where people get some information for. Definitely not. Yeah. The last chance is this weekend. It is. It is this weekend, amigos. With a total brutalization will be. No, he said single elimination. Isn't it the winner bracket, loser bracket format? Ah, okay. Yeah. You lose one series, you're dead. You are bye-bye. GG, well play. Will you be London main event? Yes, I will. Electronicas. What improvements will you do in the Redbull Ladder format? I will remove it and make a standard qualifier. Is that a good improvement? I'm sorry, but it's my opinion. You know? I will just make 2 qualifiers and that's it. 2 qualifiers standard. And that's it. They probably want activity for the ladder. But if you want to make the ladder, I will definitely put bans on that one. And if they both ban the civilizations that, for example, each other has picked or one has picked, then it's random. Yeah, yeah. But Fede Zeta, the problem is that for the players it's in my opinion, it has to be super exhausting and very stressful. You know, it has to be mentally very bad for them. I'm sorry about this. Well, 2 weeks is too long. No, I mean, the ladder cannot be 3 days. You don't get even time to get points and so on. The ladder need time, you know? Yeah, but how you control? The problem is that yeah, you cannot control it. I know from Seba and Lucho. Well, I don't need to even ask to the players. I'm sure that that's been really, really hard and stressful and exhausting. And who said that they should be random sieves? I didn't say that it has to be random sieve. But how you improve it? That's the problem. Also, there's players that is not that you want to farm points or people. There's players that you have different time zones. If you have different time zones, there will be players that will be online at certain times facing some kind of opponents, others to others. So you have to adapt your scheduled time completely if you want to compete with some others. Or there's players that, for example, you are going the queue and then you have to play Hera 40 times. And then someone play Hera 2 times. Hera or some other players. Obviously, some people will have more points to get more elo than others. It's very difficult, the ladder. Very, very difficult, you know? In my opinion. And hey, I have enjoyed. I have got content. I'm just trying to be objective here. I don't say that I was unhappy. Like, obviously, watching Korea that many times, it was ooh, you. But still.
Thank you for donate to my papi.
And put minimum games per day and stuff like this. Electronicas, thank you, man, for the donation. Oh, where's the daily goal? We don't have daily goal here. Daily goal. Oh, brutality. Why is there? Because I'm a noob. Let's put here. Let's go. Thank you for reminding me. Based on like 100 games minimum for like top 25, how many of those will be critical? Luskera will also make a difference in such a scenario, still winning some of those, but it's so difficult. The two alternatives are ladder plus single elimination, shorter, less logistic versus league format where top players qualify for longer. I don't know. I will probably, another point, I will probably put the ladder like, okay, instead of give half of the slots, just the first two. The first two. And use the others as maybe as a seeding format, but not completely. Like seeding plus ATP and so on. You know? So it gives you a position, to, and then you give also money for the positions as well. Make the ladder important, but not 50% of the spots. You know, it feels a lot. It feels a lot, you know, to me. Especially for the pressure for the players, because now, let's be honest, there's some people that it's gonna be very hard to have a chance to get a spot now, even in the standard qualifier, you know, because there's some really big names as well. I don't know, it's so difficult, you know. Kind of a league format? How are you gonna make a league format? 4 out of 8 slots is a lot from a straight up ladder. I mean, if it was 12 or 16, 4 is perfect. It's fine, you know? Oh yeah, ACCM has to be very happy. Why to blame him? He used the settings. He followed the rules. You know? And he got it. Qualifying is hard. Yep, very hard. Well, for the viewers, what like is that, okay, no matter at what time I'm going to join, I will see games, you know? Boom, 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 boom. Games, you know? ACCM beat everyone. Yep, he does. With Koreans only. Which is also true, you know? He beat Koreans all the time. I really thought that Dravidians was for me there, but not anymore, man. Now it's Koreans, guys. I will change the command in the channel. Eight slots is very short for such a big tournament and pro player base. Yes, it's very little, but the LAN events is the problem, you know. It has many good things, but the problem is that bringing more people is so expensive, you know. You coming to London? I'm going to London, yes. Ladder is tight, and if you play 300, 400 games, but ACM provided that you don't need to grind the hell out of the ladder, well, if you all do what ACCM did, then nobody will be playing, right? So then you cannot do it. Hoan was like 3 civilizations whole time, still not in top 25. Hoan doesn't have skills to be in a main event. Vinci was looking at NBL, wanted to play. In the last hours, few people had something to play for. Yep. Less than 50% of his games were Koreans. I guess the qualifiers were kind of a Hunger Games. Yes. I expect the Koreans not to be meta after the Siege Tower ban. Well, after the Siege Tower ban, Koreans were even more meta. All the tickets are booked in London. Yes. It was booked. It was sold out very early, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Absolutely mental. With the big land, you have to start planning from the limitations on the land. Yeah, I mean, what made Koreans so strong? Ask John on YouTube. The fire lances, basically. And also the towers are a great combination, so they are so cheap as well. Koreans will always be banned in the draft. 100%. Korean will be nerfed before the main event anyways. Probably. When is Heartt Winchester playing? We don't know yet. Who you think to big live land 8 years ago? Huh? Who do you think to big well, a donation on YouTube. Format too long and the mass pours for such event. The maps were fine. The problem was Koreans. Do you think fire lances need to be nerfed? No. They need to be removed. Is that a good nerf? You know? Remove them. You know? Yesterday's outcome isn't even on the subreddit of AoE. Someone read Reddit? I never go to Reddit. Do Red Bull take feedback from procasters, memp? I didn't give any feedback myself. So I don't know if they will ask feedback or I will, but I'm not going to give any feedback. If they ask me, I will, but I'm not going to give feedback myself. I don't think Red Bull did these settings, honestly. I would be surprised. I mean, I don't know who did it, to be honest. If it was Red Bull, Microsoft, or who did it. I think Fire Lances should not reload ever or be like one time or... I don't know. I have the most important question yet. Did you go to the gym today? I was at the gym at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. Me haces acordar a mi padre. El humor, la forma de hablar, se le aprecia. Si te hago parecer como tu padre, suscríbete, cabrón. My son is here. I cannot say bad things. There is a funny video in Reddit where Mr. Yo realized he made a big mistake from his stream. Is that a funny video? It's really funny video when he realized that he did a big mistake. I don't think that should be funny. About making the... Well, that's the problem with the Fire Lances. They are 50% cheaper for Korea. Food, and that fixed it. Fire Lances cost food. I don't know. Is Anil responsible for that tournament? I don't know. I don't know what is the influence for Nili in that tournament. I know that he's tournament coordinator, but I don't know if he is doing settings or anything. I have no clue. No, seriously, I don't know. Don't know how much influence he has. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, man. What do you think of Dawn of War? Pass. Why do you think the score was lower than the previous one? Did Fear Plus play? It was shorter. The previous one was longer even than this. And I think, yes. For example, Heartt didn't play in the last 2 days. And he could have been 2K. It was perfect for Red Bull point of view. This is a marketing exercise and everyone who plays. Yeah, well, it's another way to see it. There was a lot of people talking about it. ¿Te suscribiste? 8 months, ahí tienes. Vamos. Gracias. It's so boring to watch some Koreans and mirror games. They should do something about it. Yeah, it's really bad in my opinion, those mirror things, but I don't know how they can fix that if they're going to keep doing the ladder thing. But you guys forget all the time, and it's nice, but the previous qualifiers from other Red Bull were also very hype, you know? Was a couple of weekends also with very fine. Dawn of War is a modern Age of Empires? I don't know. I don't know the game. Hey, man, thanks for covering the ladder. Has been an exciting tournament. It's another tournament, guys, that has destroyed me, you know, like, might be excited and so on, but so many hours, man. I mean, so tiring for me. Really, really tired, you know, like really, really tired. It's crazy, you know, and I cover in the weekend so many. When is the decider? We don't know. Don't know yet. Yeah, it's not being relaxed, you know. It's too many hours, you know. And obviously it was exciting, right? I was checking all the time the games, was in my second monitor also checking all the time the dashboard. It's... I still remember the last when I was young, 1000 nerd in a fabric sleeping on the ground under the PC. Oh my god. That's... yeah. Hey man, how do you see Capital to Real Madrid? Not a topic that I'm interested now. They should change it to Age of Korean Games Definitive Edition. I'm a little confused. I haven't been able to watch constantly. What happened? What happened about what? What would you improve in the ladder qualification? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's possible to improve it because I don't know the limitations of Microsoft developing the game, you know? What did you like the most about the qualifier? I mean, it's exciting. Not gonna lie, it's exciting to see that the players are going up, down, the last moment and you on. What I like the least is that the settings are not great. The mirror civilizations, I think the players are dead. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised the Viper didn't perform as well as expected. I will talk with the Viper next week. I will make a podcast, interview, chat, whatever you want to call it. I already contact him. We talk a bit. And he's down to do it. And I said to do it after the last chance qualifier, so I will talk with the snake. I wanted to talk about King of the Desert, about many things, you know? So we'll have a video with the Viper next week, hopefully. That's gonna be great. What do you think about stand ground patrol? Feel like in late game it's ruins fight. I hate that, it's crap. They need to fix that as soon as possible. How do you see the current balance status excluding the Koreans? I don't know. It doesn't feel that it's broken according to the pro players, right? You like the idea? I hope so. Do you think AoE2 is introducing too many new non-standard units, MEMP? I mean, I don't mind much if it's non-standard units. I really don't mind it. You get used and you're fine. I just want that they are used fine, not broken. If they are balanced, it's fine for me. I like the new things, you know. It keeps the game fresh. People are gonna like it, you know. Man, if the Town Hall podcast will continue after GL, would you like to be invited there? It depends the topic. I talked one time there already. Stanground is a skill thought. I was, on the other hand, positively surprised by Louis' improvement. Well, he was not happy. He said that he wanted to be top 4, but I think that wasn't realistic. I think the position he got is good. Phalanxes could use a small nerf, or a big one. you know. I think they became too many recently really with the wild new mechanics, like the small things were nice. Well, I think it's okay. Do you know when is the tiebreaker between Heartt and Winch? Not confirmed yet. When we know, we will say. Mem, I think it's strange that mirrors are allowed in a ladder qualifier when the last chance qualifier and main event will basically not have a single mirror match. Yeah, but how you make the ladder to have similar settings to the last chance qualifier? That's the question that I don't have an answer. ACCN got second with 100 matches played, basically spam the same thing, warranted 10k. Well, others could try to do the same. Wikipedia, you say there will be one, or did I miss? It will be one, but we don't know when. With the recent expansion, we get Fire Lancer, Rocket Car, Traction Traps, and not to speak about the water patch. Oh, the water patch. Yeah, don't talk about the water patch. It will be there when announced. What happened to you and Bibi? Nothing. They reduce points for streaming with delayed. We'll talk already a lot about that. Stand ground patrol to me isn't a big issue. It's more the Fire Lancers that are a problem. If you nerf stand ground patrol, then carry will be useless again against ranged units. Yeah, I don't know. Why not make a pick and ban like in League of Legends? As to Microsoft, I don't know. They have to implement that in the ladder, which is not happening. What if you make the ladder matches best of 3 of each match? And you need 3 games to get points? Who's your favorite AE player of all time? I don't know what the AE means. Which channel hosts your podcast, mem? Yours or Viper? It's something that we didn't talk. Mine for sure, but it can be his channel for sure as well if you want. I'm down to whatever, I don't care. I watched most of his games. They were really good, and some of them were really close. Yeah. Of his games? Of what games? Absolutely mental. I miss it. How about everyday ban this? You cannot do that in the ladder, man. Who was your biggest surprise on the ladder? Good question. The Viper not making it. Yep. Really happy for ACCN. He seems to be a great guy, and everyone in the players base are anonymous to like him. 10k is a big amount in Vietnam. After this ladder, maybe they don't. Maybe not all of them like him the same way, but nobody will tell because. You know, being there, not playing, playing only in certain times, only with Korea. They understand, but they don't like it. It's the truth. He became in a good position and then he stayed there for so many days. But it's still stressful as well, you know? BB did again, he should be banned. Well. What I tell you. Enjoyed your custom, man. Thanks for doing it. My pleasure. Who is your favorite Age of Empires player 2 of all time? Doubt. I think the chances from Luis to qualify on the ladder are higher than in the last chance qualifier. No. I feel chances are similar. Why not? I think Heartt is a bit jealous on ACCN 30 plus win streak. Everyone is. Each day remove the top. No. Yeah. ACCN strategy is not hard to keep it. That's for sure. Can't wait to see the Red Bull badge for London. Okay. Man, even if total random will make some difficult save gap, I think random save random map will make the series better to watch. Also, better players will always find a way to win even with worse saves. I think random saves will make people play more. And then the farming things won't happen. So always better to be random, for sure. could be bad for the last day. Well, if you are playing a lot, at the end of the day, all will balance, in my opinion. I don't know. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Happy day, member. Oh man, the chat is going too fast. Shall I put a slow chat? No. Feel bad for you. Well, me too. But he should follow the rules. Strength of AoE2 always being a standard unit is making too many new standard. Well, that's why it's difficult to get new people. I don't get people calling Viper wash it. He literally ended 7 on the ladder. Yeah, and he might qualify, who knows? But imagine that he doesn't qualify for the main event. Ooh, that's big, actually. Viper is needed in the tournament. Let's see. ACCN had a strategy win and no lose. Other sniped all the players to don't climb up and still beat everyone. Even being is, well, yep, he did. Those Koreans, man, my goodness. Man, Boybeles don't play in Red Bull. He played, but he didn't qualify it. Yeah, who plays Korea best? Well, it's a skill too. The deciders we don't know yet. Okay, Bogey. Thanks for casting all those games, man. Stressful days for players and casters. Yep, especially with my very calm way to cast, right, guys? Ha ha! Yeah. Sorry guys if I'm not reading completely all the chat. I cannot even follow the whole chat on Twitch and also YouTube, but I didn't check in. If you guys have another question and I don't answer or you didn't feel that it was answered, just type it again, guys. He would retire if he doesn't qualify? No. He always will have Rage Forest to play. ACTM until now wins 3 years of monthly salary in Vietnam. What? 10k is 3 years of monthly salary? Korean Mirror, I don't think 10k is that much money for even in Vietnam. Maybe if they could make the engine ban one safe. I don't know. You seem pissed off? I'm not. I'm fine. I just try to read all the chat. Why I should be pissed off? Would you cast some ladder games? I've been always doing. Sometimes. Vamos!
What do you think? What place you could do on the ladder if you were playing?
Thank you for the subscription. The towers make it especially hard, makes the game extremely positional, which is, in my opinion, way more skillful than just barfing who's into a base. Yeah, it's skillful and annoying. Are you for or against not inviting any players? Depend of the tournament, depend of the situations, depend of the event, you know. It really, really depends. But it's better to don't invite anyone. He's probably referring to ACCN's total prize money from all tournaments? No, I don't think so. Mem, ACCN wins 12.5k when monthly salaries goes. Okay. Man, what do you think the team game will flourish in 2020? Some pros nearly say it. I don't know. I have no information about that. True. And Winchester... shit. And Winchester is such a nice person. It is if I win 2-0. I can confirm that Winchester is a nice person. That for sure. That I can confirm. I'm only selling in Midnight City is like $1,300. So he made maybe a yearly salary with that tournament money. Okay, that's great. He may play Empire Wars or Rainbow... Will Winchester get better if he stops traveling, or does he need to try to perform well? Nah, he's a special guy. You have Fire Lance a bit more inclined to agree, but Aztec's mirror is trickiest for me because you have counter for every unit. Okay. They better fix the ladder next year. A lot of things they could do better. Who said that the next year is going to be another Red Bull? Stop giving things for granted, guys. We should be happy that we get Red Bull. Because when feedback is nice, but when I see people speaking in a hating way, when we hate and go that way, it's like, well, there will be a moment that people will say, why the hell we are hosting events with people that hate on us, right? You saw with the ladder statistics, Vince versus Heartt. Yeah, 100% win rate for Vince, but during all the tournament, Heartt performed better, even KOTD, so who will win? Did he perform better in KOTD Electronicas? Winchester reached semifinals and Heartt quarterfinals. So I don't know what you mean. I think both are great. Anyone can win, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, streaming without delay. I hope so. I missed 3v3 so much. Yeah, good for you, Moti. I don't want... I mean, yeah, team games. I prefer 1v1. I think team games are so hard for viewers to follow. Fire Lances could be partly nerfed. Marvas, first time in the chat. Hello. I'm grateful we will have a sponsor like a Red Bull for this game. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I mean... Who will say to me that now we're going to be to London to cast there, and to have a tournament there? I think it will be interesting to see what ChatGPT. Okay. A 3v3 Empire Wars Red Bull tournament. What do you think? Hopeful not. We love this game and we love Red Bull. Fire Lancer need 3 upgrades. Okay. The ladder was super nice. Just too much Koreans. The ladder was Koreans, basically. The viewers can interact and give his... Man, it's not if the 100 points is good, deserved or not. It's the rules, man. I mean, they knew the rules, you know.
Subscribed to the best for 3 years.
He got taxed at 3K by Germany? What? Double tax? That shouldn't happen. In the US, Monster Energy is the most popular, but Red Bull is much better. Whatever. Thank you for the sub, Head Charge. Appreciate it. It's 3 years, man. Tickets are my favorites, especially AoE Olympics. Well, everyone has different preference, you know. Who do you think is more hyped to play the side, Heartt or Winchester? Who is the guy that say, let's go, probably Winchester, but, you know. It was WL, sorry, I don't know what you mean. You broke rules on purpose for this story. I guess. What if Fire Lancer could not... Before researching chemistry? Doesn't make sense before research chemistry. Like, do you need to wait for Imperial then? Did Luis make the top 8? No, he was top 10 if I'm not mistaken. How much Vietnam then took him? Stream with 0 delay, why it's forbidden? It's really a serious question. Like, you guys really don't think about what it can be done with delay, without delay. For example, without delay in the POV, the casters, we are even behind the player playing, you know? So, stream snipers, information for the viewers, all the players checking as well, information. Like, seriously, man. It has to be delayed, man. Maybe even more than 2 minutes, actually. And it's only 2 minutes, you know? Luis was doing so good in the ladder early. I can't believe he failed to make the top 8. He didn't fail. All the players played a lot and you know. Hey, Mem, example. Hey, Mem, you forgot W Dax. Yes. many things, you know? Many things. And in theory, if you really want to play without delay, is to interact. So you are going to check the chat. I don't get it, really. No, Mr. Yo is not a cheater. He was just sloppy. Well, we're gonna have the decider sometime this week. As soon as I know, I will let you know. For now, no information yet. Definitely should be soon because today is Monday. And this weekend is gonna be the last chance qualifier. Then we'll have the last chance qualifier. Doubt has chances for the last chance qualifier, guys. Let's bring some more topics. Let's talk about players. You know? In this kind of format, I think he cool, but there's so many crazy players still there. Doubt feels very demotivated. Yeah, but he will have to face, well, depend of the brackets, right? Depend of the brackets for sure. Depend of the brackets. There's some players that Doubt historically has not performed. Example, the Viper. And the Viper is there. But other than the Viper, I feel that in these settings he could beat everyone, honestly. Other than the Viper. Yeah, I don't think he will be now in brackets with Mr. Yo. Unlikely. So, I don't know. Yeah, they shine. Ex-Titan players. Who qualified to just draw? Winchester or Heartt? They have to play, man. What is the biggest surprise in this tournament so far, man? We can't be about the player or anything else. I don't think there is a big, really big surprise yet. I think we can talk the whole thing when we have the top 8 qualified. Then we can say, hey, this is what happened here, you know. Thoughts on Balzi top 8 big surprise? I wouldn't say. I think Balzi is an underrated player. He's an amazing player, and one of the things that I like the most by his performance is his consistency, honestly. Yeah. I think. Yeah, strategies and creativity is his strength. Let's see. It will be kind of strange that if old school GL guys don't qualify it. I don't think so. I think Empire Wars is it has a strategy but less, you know. It does, but less, you know, involved. Balzi is only 100 games with 70% Korean. Well, like SCCM, if the last chance qualifier is number 485, well, they're smart both. If the last chance qualifier is number 4-8 playing, then how many from the last chance qualifier can advance to the next stage? What about the argument that the community depends sponsor by the streamers and streaming the game helps the community to grow? How about having a streamer love but chats banned? How realistic could that be? They can do that, Cannonball. Just put 2 minutes delayed. You don't have to disable the chat and stream with 2 minutes delayed. They can stream. You know? Who say that they cannot stream? They can, but with 2 minutes delayed. If they don't stream with 2 minutes delay, it's because they don't want. Because they say that the experience is so bad for interaction, which is true. But the focus should be the game that you are playing, right? Stream, people will still watch you, you know? Are you reading a paper on membrane? Important to encourage players to play full time and actually being able to make a living with Age of Empires with 50k praise for the first place in Red Bull. Do you think money should be distributed more evenly to encourage more players to join the pro scene? as to Red Bull and Microsoft. What can I say? I think we did a very good distribution. Let me check the main event for Red Bull. 50k the winner, 30k the second, 20k third and fourth. I think it's fine because there is 8 players only in the main event. You know? If there was more players, 16 players, then we could go into that. But with 8 players, is what it is. I'm big Ball supporter. That can happen to anyone. It's actually easier to put delay than the disable chat, yeah? Because how you control that they disable chat? They won't. I think Winchester and Easy are the most strategic players, and Heartt and Lee are the ones who beat better adaptive situations in real time. Winchester is really good with adapting too. It is hard on Twitch to get a 2-minute delay. Yes, it's very hard. You get with the settings on OBS that it takes you 2 seconds to get that delay. Very hard. Okay, another format. What else? In terms of bracket matchup, it's like 5 versus 12. No, it's gonna be a draw. Destiny Decoder. It's gonna be. It will be all random, and we will do probably in my channel. We have to confirm soon. Overall, both kinda screwed themselves. Heartt thought he was safe, and Winchester played this even when he could easily wait. Well, I talked with Winchester about that, and he thought that he wouldn't take him, and he got lucky because of the Joe decision. Correct. Yeah, 10k for Juice qualified in the event is very good, I believe. Viper seems to be the most tilt in his life. This ladder. How you know that? If you didn't even see him, how you know that he's tilt? You read his minds? Ha! Oh my god. Adandrona 99 months! Seriously, man, amazing.
Almost. Rock on gesture emoji, dizzy emoji.
Was KOTD 3 villages start? I think so. It is possible to remove the stream delay without restarting yet? No, you need to restart and start the stream again when you don't have delay. I think Heartt won't get home the Chrome this time. Who can beat him? I guess it would be cool to have new faces like Lucho, Luis on these big events. Don't get me wrong, I like all players, but it's the natural process. Well, they have a chance this weekend. Viper is not tilt at all. I talked to him today. Well, we got a message. And no, he's not. Don't think he's tilt. He's fine. Yeah. Here, he was a bit mad at Juan. He was a bit mad at Juan. Who?
Hope you get a bit of rest before the last chance qualifier.
Not a lot. Today I have wake after yesterday and all. Today I have wake up at 6 a.m. At 7 a.m. I was at the gym. I was at the gym till 8:45. At 8:50 I was driving my kid to the school. Then I came home and did stuff, you know, personal stuff, real life stuff, you know, some stuff. And then I picked my son at the school at 3, and at 4:30 we have been in a birthday with my kids and his friends till 7 p.m. And now I'm here for the last 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm dead. You are mad at everyone, Daniela. You shouldn't. With that name, you should be sweet. Daniela is the best name in the world. People see this nice money earning, but not all think how much they will actually get on their account. Like how much their country will take them. For example, just look at CCM. I don't know about that. But that's taxes for everyone. And everyone you do it live, you get taxes, right? Man, will your podcast be before or after the qualifier with the Viper? After the qualifier with the Viper. After the last chance qualifier, okay? Not even 2 hours at the gym. Yeah, it's not enough. This is too little. Mem, serious question. Till now it was all joking and trolling. In the aging of the players make the mechanics slower. They win motivation less. Or use mature make them see the game more relaxed and less competitive. I believe it has to be a question for the pros. And everyone is different, you know? Mechanics is slower. I guess the reflex will be slower, like it's human nature. Motivation less, like everything in life. Where you have done something for so many years, is less motivation. And if you don't believe, I have not the same motivation now that when I started streaming. It's still high, but before I was crazy, you know? I was trying to get any second to stream. There was times back in the days that I was streaming 300 hours a month when I didn't have my 2 kids, you know? That I was having only 1 kid. And yeah, I was streaming in the night with the ASMR, with the horror and scary games. Yeah, many things, you know? No. I do less now. I barely do 200 only, Sean. You know? I hate taxes. Everyone hates taxes. Mem, do you have investments that cover your bills? How do you keep the lights on? Yes, I have investments. My investments are my 2 kids. Those are my investments. You are super pro at age of 25, so I'm asking the right person. What? That's a follower on Blaze? My goodness. 300 hours is not healthy. Yeah, that's why I was 20 kilos more than now. Or 30. Because it wasn't healthy. Was sit down in the chair all the time. I was poofy. I was so poofy, man. I was so fatty. By the way, now that I see my bird, I need to save it. Yeah, I need to save it. 100%. What do you think, people on YouTube? Shall I need to save it? I think I do. Give me a moment, guys. Yeah. More questions, guys. Open an old video for context. What context? But for no. I don't want to show you how poofy I was. No. Mem, do you live in an apartment or a house? It's not a house and it's not an apartment. I don't know how to describe. Actually. Not either, a villa. No. In Spanish, it's called a triplex. Un triplex. You know? And I don't know if that's a townhome. Yeah, there's like a community with you know, with many houses the same, you know. Don't know how is the word in English, to be honest. I got a nice deal when we bought it in 2019, I think. 2019 already? Yes. 2019. It was nice. Still, I'm paying, and I will keep paying for so many years. So you guys need to still donating and subscribing, because I need that you guys pay my house. Thank you in advance. I mean, it's what it is, right? Attached townhome. I mean, I don't know. You share 2 walls with your neighbors, but have multiple floors? Yes, he had multiple floors. When will they announce the Vince match? Hopefully soon. Mem, you look strong. What are your gym, bench press, deadline, and squat weight? I don't know, man, but I'm in a good shape in that regard. I'm getting some good weight for my age. So, yeah. I'm still working out for 3 years already. 3 years. Yeah, I started in 2022, I think. So I'm fine. I'm good. I just need to go back to eat better. I'm not eating good. But other than that, I'm good. Good for you, Theodore. Hopefully the match is before the weekend. I mean, it has to be before the weekend, man. The match cannot be after. It has to be before the weekend. Because the loser will play the weekend, man. These questions, man. I mean, seriously, I cannot deal with this. I want to cry. You know, what is this? Oh, man. Capocha! Capocha raided! Capochito! ¿Cómo has visto la ladder? Gracias, Capoch. 200 espectadores, 200 viewers on Kick. Let's go. Let's really go. Yeah. You are Titanic, yes. Have you seen membTV thought? Avastan. Why you are not subscriber anymore, Avastan? Come on, man. You were a lover boy for so long. What is this? These Indians don't support my channel anymore, man. My goodness. Yeah, don't kill me, man. Make a workout video, man. I would like to do more content, like not only Age of Empires, to be honest. You know? Yeah. I would like it. But what I don't like it is that I don't want to make a new channel, you know? Like on YouTube and so on. But what player's position was past year in the ladder? I think it was in 2024. It was in 2025. You say past year, but in 2025, there was no Red Bull. It was 2024, and it was Heartt, Leary, Sebastian, and MBL. And Sebastian this time didn't even make top 12. So I think that the last chance qualifier this weekend is going to be insane. Really, really insane. It's already decided when Winchester Heartt play? No, it's not. Will the Red Bull event include the new DLC coming out? It has to be. Why not? Why really not? Huh? Avastan, you see 37 moons, man. You stop it in the 3 years, man. That's not possible, man. And now you don't see the ad that is starting now. When will the players for the last chance qualifier be determined? Will be on Saturday. It's a check-in process. You won't have the whole bracket till it start on the same Saturday. You know? So on Saturday, bam, we will see all, and it will be a lot of games on Saturday, and then Sunday the deciders. I even have already prepared my thumbnail. Let me just check. I have already, just look, guys. This is the thumbnail for the last chance qualifier day 1. I'm spoiling, guys. Spoiler alert. A spoiler alert. Brutalization. Yeah, it's nice. So we always have stuff to work and prepare. You look very hype. I'm not super hyped now. I'm tired, mostly. You know, tell us the results. I mean, for me, I'm a lot more hyped for this weekend than for the ladder. For me, this weekend is much more hype. Seriously. You know? For me, it's much more hype this weekend. Did you guys cast the games already too? Oh, shut up. I'm really more hype because the cities are going to be better. We're not going to see a single mirror game. We're going to see matches best of 5, best of 3, best of 7. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm sure that we're going to see better games as well. It's going to be very cool, honestly. It's going to be very, very cool. Yeah. Yo versus Viper, 25% chance, correct? It has that chance, really. It has that really, really big chance to happen. So, yep. It really can be a banger, man. But honestly, I wouldn't like that to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. I would like that the Viper and Yo both qualified. But then there is only 2 more spots. And I have some people there that I like them to qualify as well. It's going to be tricky. Man, do you think MBL will struggle since he played a lot of mirrors? No, I don't think so. And even less now, since MBL have to play only 1 round. MBL only has to play the deciders. He has to play only the best of 7, guys. Did you think about that? They only have to play 1 series. So, Luis need to what? What he need? The most important round? Yeah, but why he's gonna struggle? I mean, MBL, like all others there, will have preference for some opponents. I'm sure MBL doesn't want to play the Viper. As soon as he doesn't have to play the Viper, he's happy. Does MBL has to play the Viper in that? No, right? MBL versus the Viper can never happen. It can never happen, guys. So, yeah. Yeah, but things that they know the maps, they know what they have to do in the maps. So they will have a favorite civilization, and if this cannot happen, we'll have the second or third one, you know. I'm afraid of Viper Luis. And what you have afraid there if he's Viper versus Luis? That who can win Viper versus Luis? Yeah, but Luis has to win the first round. You know? Because Luis, that is on a spot with Tato, Sito, and Andy, potentially can get opponents like Sebastian, Mr. Yo, Sorakuma, Daut, Kapoch, Nikov, Lucho, Jordan. There's many potential opponents that they can get. Many potential opponents for that round. So, yeah. Daud, Viper, Yo, MBL is my hope. Very hard. Because that will make that Daud not go into the bracket of Viper and bracket of MBL. And Yo as well. So, difficult. Tato, well, Tato is another player that is there. Former champion that he needs to win two rounds, right? So, let's see. Luis has to play games against others before Viper bracket. Only 1 series. Luis has to play before Viper brackets. Only 1 series. Yep. That I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. People on YouTube, people on Twitch, and everyone that Tato will play in doubt, right? Why? Why? The seeding is not the ladder. The seeding is the ATP. Also combine or some stuff. So it's not the ladder. And yeah, the 5th to 12th is gonna be full random, a random draw. Do you think Luis win a tier tournament or top 3 S tier this year? Win a tier tournament? I mean, I don't know, depend of the A tier tournaments. The Red Bull Qualifiers will be top gaming performance in my opinion. Practically will be to the roof. It should be, Saps, but when you play tournaments, Saps, do you get nervous if you are facing some certain players? Or you don't get it? Then my question is, do you think the players are going to be nervous? You get 100% nervous, right? Imagine then. Even if they are pros and professionals, and they are playing for being into a big event, they will be so nervous as well. So maybe we don't see that crazy games and that better game. I mean, there's a lot of factors. We'll see. No, there is no brackets yet. There is no brackets. Thumb up on YouTube, guys. We will wait, or they will wait the maximum possible to create the most hype later. You know? Okay, just to clarify, I don't know if you have read the Red Bull Discord, but Nelly posted there about the drama of this POV stream and so on. Hello, I can address this. Having the possibility for live interactions can lead to advantage for a streamer, and that's why for all other World Edge sponsored tournaments, POV streaming is at 2 minutes, a 3.4 minute in game. For players that are also streaming, having a 2 minutes delay is not great for chat interaction though, and they will be less incentivized to stream their POV during those long qualifier weeks. That's why we try to find a middle ground to allow streaming players to have their usual streaming experience, but also fulfill some standard of a tournament integrity in the very intense phase. I mean, that's pretty normal, right? And who decided the things about the punishment? It was Krasini and Nili. You know? Who decided the punishment about the 100 point elo? He posted in the public one. So I'm telling to you that it was Krasini and Nili. I don't know if there's some. There was a tiny amount of dodges that happened early on, and he gave some personal warnings. I'm just checking if there is something else that is important that you know. But that's it. Hopefully, it's more clear now. Hopefully, Aquarina makes into the map pool. Bleh. Is this going to be the most dramatic Red Bull tournament of all time? No. It will be the next one. The most dramatic is always the next, you know? Man, the break of the rules was disqualification. So Mr. Johan fans will be very happy for only 100 points. We have talked about that already. Guys, I like the new system. Do you like look below monthly top? Well, latest support. Now we have a global viewership count, which I like it. Now we know the total amount of viewers we have in all platforms combined, so it's nice. It is nice, and it looks better than before. Yeah, it's a small thing, but I want to just to let you know that, yeah. And I would like to change soon my overlays. Did Gabby get the top 125? How we know that? Man, did whisper to Viper a couple of times when there was no delay. I don't do these things, guys. Never. Not even joking, guys. Using Six Tower was also 100 points, so I guess they used the same rule. Yep. When new mods. I don't want to take the risk to lose more viewers, Emma. So I prefer to just give up with the mods we have now. Would be crazy for Mr. Yo to qualify. I think he can do it. Yeah. And you know what? I have the feeling that because of this, Mr. Yo is probably going to eliminate some big name in the process. You think it's good for the tournament, for example, that now we get, and it's possible to have a Viper versus Joe in one of the deciders? So one of those two players is possible that now don't qualify for the main event. Two legends facing in a decider. That will never happen before. In a decider of a qualifier, you know? I hate the idea of Joe and Viper now. That's not an upset, it's a banger. Mr. Yu. Yeah. That's what that means decided, yes. I don't like Joe playing any of the 5-8 players. Yeah. Yeah, but I think, in my opinion, the Viper is it will be the harder one. What the advantage top 8 player have in that last chance qualifier? Well, they only play one series. The last one. Can a Viper leader Yo? Yeah, we think so. We all think so. Yeah, but have you thought in a possibility that both of them, Yo and Viper, get eliminated and none of them go to the main event? Imagine that situation. Ooh, it can happen. It can happen, guys. It can happen, actually. I'm sure it will be some upset. You know, for good and for bad. Well, it can happen. But then, just imagine that it can be a possibility that Mr. Yo, Viper, Doubt, and Tatot, none of them go to the main event. That means 4 Red Bull champions. Did you think about that? That all of those 4 players don't qualify, and there is big chances that some of them don't go. Oh boy. Oh, 16 going to line event? Oh yeah. It's great, absolutely. Only 4 are going to go, so... You think that the viewership will drop so much if those players are not going? Are not there? Do you think that it will drop that much? Really? Remember, why are you talking so much depressing things today? What things are depressing? Talking about possibilities is depressing? I mean, that's not depressing. Not for me. If it's depressing for you, then I'm sorry. Viper at least is very big for viewership. Everyone likes Viper. I agree. I think Doubt is also more important for viewership than people think. Yo, I'm not sure if Mr. Yo is that huge for viewership. I think Viper and Doubt are the most important from all the players out there. Like, seriously. I think it's already bad for viewership that Heartt is winning everything. Well, I mean, obviously it's not great, but he has also a lot of fans too, so... I'm not sure if I will watch the tournament if Viper doesn't qualify it. Wow, that's a nice fanboy. Doubt hasn't won a match since 1998. Dancing Cactus I think you got a cactus in your beep to say that comment. Without Viper, the tournament is garden without flowers. And Bill is good for viewership, you know. No, he got a cactus in the, you know, here, you know what I mean? Cactus, and that's why he said what he said. I'm sorry, but, you know, on his chair, yes, below his chair, bam, in the face. Yeah, I remember when Doubt won that Red Bull, man. Was so crazy hype. Woo. Was sick, man. He cried, man. I made him cry. I'm proud of that. I did this, a short interview in his channel with him, you know. OP moment, man. Other big streamers, like really big ones that don't even play AoE2, know who is Viper. He'll bring a lot of... Yeah. Viper is Viper. Yeah. I know. Ah, shut up, Mote. Which is the nicest player to interview? Oh, that question, man. I don't know. Winchester is super easy to interview because I have also very good connection. Also, you only need to make one question to Winchester and then he speak the whole interview. Don't need to ask anything anymore. You know? Oh, but Jordan is super good. Yeah. Jordan probably. Jordan is great. Yeah, but it's different kind of... Exactly. Well, if MBL has a, in quote, a good day, it can be also great too. In a different way, you know? Do you still have the small interview? I can find it, man. Not the one with Leo. What a small interview? Why you cry with Jordan? Because we don't see that Jordan has a chance to qualify. I think Jordan might be stronger in for the last chance qualifier the weekend. Let's see. Margu is cool also, no? I didn't interview him. I did co-cast with him. Shall I make interviews with him? Maybe. Sunny Flower, 53 months. I like the interviews with Joe. Very insightful. I like Mr. Joe a lot. I feel very bad for him. I mean, it's his fault, but I still feel very bad for him. Yeah, I really like him a lot. It's cool when MBL is the co-caster, and when men put the camera on him, he's sleeping in his chair. That was a fantastic moment. That was a fantastic moment, yeah. Make a podcast with Margugu. I wouldn't mind. Well, could be a good one, yeah. Winchester versus Heartt? Not yet. Will be soon. Margus is still playing. I'm not thinking Hello for a while. Why to kill player, man? He might get lock on his room. He might lose the power. He might be late. And then he might have to go cast. So it's better to give up. You just be a caster, Margugu. It's okay. You know, give up playing. You know, it's the best, you know. That's the best that he can do. I'm an ass. I'm a total ass. Right? Don't know what people think on Kick as well. Did Kick... ¿Me seguisteis en Kick? Eso espero. I hope so. Let's go with some mirrors Korean. Please, don't remind me Koreans anymore. You had a nice talk with him after your Warlords draft. It's always good to listen to you both. To who? Mayor GG with Margugu? What are the ACCM's chances to win the championships? He's beaten Heartt before and proving he can beat the rest of the field. If he can use Koreans all during the whole event, he can win. Waller's best tournament. Red Bull's hire mem as a consultant on how to run it. Oh, come on. That doesn't help me. Not a bad idea. Is there anywhere the small interview with Doubt and with Shisha used after he won Leary? I don't know if that's actually recorded because I wasn't streaming in my channel. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, really. I really don't know. I really don't know. Really, really don't know. When you started streaming AoE, which names were on top then, and are some of them still a big game today? When I started stream, the number 1 was the Viper and the number 2 was Jordan. Obviously, Dowd was very important too. But those were the first 2 when I started the stream. Then, for example, when I started stream, it was Tyrant, and in Tyrant was the Viper, Jordan, Dowd, K-Cap, the main team. Then the second team was Ryut, Fire, Slam, and who was the fourth? Jidba for the deathmatch. No, it was Bhakti. Jidba was for the deathmatch, but it was Bhakti, man. Do you remember Derpt? Of course, Derpinita. Not coming to the channel in a while. Big Viper was more humble than is here now, in my opinion. I don't like to compare anyone, but Viper is humble in general, you know. I don't think that is about being on peak or not. I think he's a very nice guy, you know. But I don't know him, you know. Like I met him few times, and we got some interviews. But you know, you don't know someone only for meeting few times, you know. There are many amazing moments when Mem is casting, but one incident that was hilarious was when Fat Dragon, now BB, randomly started smoking in the middle of the game. Mesh's reaction was priceless. Yeah, because he was smoking in the middle of the game, and then he was controlling everything at the same time with one hand, and it was like, yeah, that should be the video there too. I feel so sad and bored after every tournament games are over. Well, that's because you love the game and the community and the people, you know. Hera is more of a showman than Viper. I think Hera is more how to say this without getting the hate. Let me try to find the word. Well, it's younger now. It wasn't before. No, it's more like it's more a persona in the stream, like, you know. I don't know how to say that. Like it's him, but he's more like he's also the streamer there, you know. In my opinion, you know. Like I'm sometimes also overhyped. I'm more calm in my like for the show, you know. Like a role, like he's playing a role there, you know. Sometimes I also do the same myself, you know. While some other people, you know, but they are more like you see in the stream and you feel like, okay, that guy is like this, you know. Like, but you know, it's, I don't know, they're definitely different. Yeah, I think Viper priority is definitely not. I mean, is one of his priorities AoE2? Yes, but not the main one. I like her stream, but sometimes they allow are too much. I don't know. I don't watch it, not gonna lie. I don't watch in general any channel, but if I watch some channel, I usually check a bit Jordan and Viper. Doubt too, basically. Yeah. But minutes, you know? Like I don't have time to watch, and I don't have the... Then I don't watch Heartt basically because he's usually streaming at the same time that I do. Pretty much 100%. You know, and I never check bots. For example, if I check a channel, I check live. Never check a bot. Sometimes people, hey man, do you see what he said? What this guy said? Oh, thank you, man. And I said, I can't bother. Andy too, yes. Because he's in the mornings. For example, when I check channels, it's in my mornings. Here I never stream in my mornings, for example. So I barely watch. If I will say pretty much never. If something is happening live, I tune in his channel and then I check and so on. But yeah, it's what people say, that he's allowed a lot. Well, it's money, man. Yeah, but it was because I just rated him when I finished my channel. So yeah, I was there 10 seconds, 20 seconds. I rated him, so yes, I was there. Because I finished my channel and I rated him. So yeah, when I rate, I'm there for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then I leave, you know? But there is no doubt that Heartt is doing more for the game right now. Well, he's doing more for the game right now. He's just winning more. But Piper is streaming, he's playing. I don't understand these things, you know, like why one is doing more and other is doing more. You know, like... He's a good businessman, sure. Yes, he is. Especially truth. Why you put capital letters? He didn't say anything wrong. There you go, 208. This ladder got most players on edge and very exhausted. And think more than any qualifier. MBL, yeah, I said already. Have you seen the channel AoE2 TV? It's like a live stream, so we matches, but no one is talking. I didn't check. Well, I think I saw in the dashboard, and I checked one time, and yeah, well, I don't know what that is. I'm very excited for the team game so much as that Heartt Vitality are planning to host. We got some matches of those with the Chinese like clan, you know. If they announce and plan in advance and we can stream, I will be excited. If not, I won't. Heartt stream content is begging for subs. I don't think he's begging, but if he's asking for subs and people doing it, good for him, right? But why you bring those in my channel? You know, they can do whatever. I mean, we confuse many times that our community and so on. This is my channel. I mean, you bring those personalities. We can talk, but what they do or they don't in their channels, I don't care. It's not my business. You know. It's very healthy you to be sometimes to other streams. Too many streams you are part of. I will be when I have time, if I feel. If I don't want or I cannot, why I'm going to be? I mean, I have 2 kids and I have a lot of things to do other than the stream. And I'm here already many hours to stay also more. To make that kind of... Thank you so much for the soup. It's called networking. The word, guys. Networking. I don't have time, guys. I mean, I would like to collaborate with more people. Yes, sometimes I message and I try, but some people want, some people doesn't want. And then I don't like to be begging or, you know, because I would love to do stuff with some people and that's it. Heartt versus Winchester will have more viewers than the final. Than what final? No, I don't think it will have good viewers, but I don't think it will have that many. I think this weekend should have more viewers for sure. Well, you can notice that he is more chill, Viper, and then he interacts a lot more because he's not trying hard in the stream. I'm talking about Viper. Yeah, I already give a lot of commitment, exactly. It's different, you know. When I see some people, oh, nice, but I don't have time to lurk and to be all... I mean, if I was now 20-something, you know, and without kids, it will be different, you know. Nobody done more of the game than you. I don't know. I also did things for myself because doing for that, it's also benefit me, my channel, and so on. But I have really gave a lot of time, and also money from my pocket, you know, more than people think. And I'm not going all the time like, hey, I did this, you know, but I did. And people know what I'm talking. Some people that know that I did, they know. What year did you start streaming? My thing is below the channel. You can see, I think 2013 already. 13 years ago. Just check my, when I type now in the chat on Twitch, check my badge. It say the years this channel is partnership. And then I also was streaming 1 or 2 before that. I started watching the games for you, man, and I still do. That's nice. But when I started, man, I don't know how people even watched me, man. My channel was disaster, man. I was disaster as well. But I think some people get engaged with this kind of disaster, like seeing just a normal guy that is there streaming, speaking about something, you know, with a even worse English than now. And yeah, like Cincy for example. Why you started to watch me, Cincy? Really? Your English has improved quite a lot. A bit. The dirty jokes with you and Kazuri were too fun. I like a lot one joke when I'm casting, you know, Ola Pineri, my beauty. And I'm still trying to tell if I like the channel. Fucking joker. Fucking troller, asshole. I'm going to other streams just to say hello, and Savitrate is not lurking to me for this kind of community. I got your point, man, but I have gone to also other channels and I say hello and then they insult me in some channels because they hate us as well. And then the channel or the mods don't say anything or do anything. I prefer to don't type in other channels sometimes. So, yeah. What did you do before full-time streaming? Poof. Put this coming to my interview and you will see it. I could understand everything because I'm Spanish as well. Ah, very nice. Muy bien, muy bien. Your overall success is amazing with the asset and let's be honest, being older than most of other casters. Having age gap matters on how people understand each other. Yes, that's finally you say something good. It's very important that the age, it's so important, you know. And I have a very young mentality for many things, you know. I'm tired, yes, but that's why my eyes are red, not because of Koreans. And then when you go to this kind of land, to those meetings, you know, and stuff, I've been in their age so many years ago. And when they talk about some stuff, I'm like, I can't believe what I'm listening. But then I cannot say, I can't believe what I'm listening. So I have to be like polite. I have to be, oh my God. And sometimes I even think, what the hell I'm doing here? You know? But it's hard to explain, you know? Not because I'm better or worse or anything. It's just different, you know? like different, completely in another stage of the life, you know, like in another, yeah, it's just that, you know. Ma'am, I prefer to listen to your cast when I'm driving because you give the most radio-like cast, play-by-play, awesome to listen. I try to engage people to make them feel more connected, and then they feel that it's happening something exciting. Not all the time, because then it can be exhausting as well, you know. But in most important moments, you know. This community is amazing. It's good. But Sunnyflower, I'm gonna make controversial now. It was better before. Trust me. It was a bit better before. Mem, ¿qué pensás que metan un cambio a las TV para que hagan Red Phosphorus no sean tan fáciles como hacer Devilish? Someone on Kiki is talking about Red Phosphorus. Nah, Red Phosphorus is not a problem, you know. Where and when is in Brazil is the tournament? Where? I don't know. When? In July? I think. Yeah, 100 points for casting live instead of late. Yep. I love this talk, you know. I love to talk. I would love that we have more viewers, but not only to talk about AoE, just to talk about more topics. Streaming and gaming is nice, but I love to speak with people from all over the world, share ideas, share experience, everything. It's awesome. Is it going to be in Sao Paulo? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's in Sao Paulo. I think so. Now that you say it, I don't know. I don't remember. I was talking about that when I was in Onimaru, so I'm disconnected completely of that one now. Funny story. When I started, Mr. Throws a Banana, 102 months.
Philosophy stream. Wow, let's think.
You cannot stream with you cannot think with that nickname. You are an ass, man. Funny story. Someone subscribed for 102 months and I called him an ass. Funny story. When I first started watching AoE2 again, years and years ago, I was thinking that Mem was a team of professionals like in other games that I watched before. That I was a professional, but a professional gamer? Man, did you use Merc to find AoE games to play online back in 2000? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I use it. El IRC. Claro. No mucho, pero lo usé. Sin duda. Y mi hermano lo usaba más. My brother used it more. The Merc. Before Hera, Viper was dominating everything. Yeah, it was. It was something similar. Well, and in theory the rule was disqualified, but then it was 100. Ma'am, you say that the AoE community was better before. Why? Thank you. Amazing channel. I don't want to go into that. Maybe one day I will do it, but not now. It means the team of pros, team of one. Yep. I appreciate your openness and that you are laid back and relaxed and just lovely. Do you think the ladder qualifier is better than traditional qualifier? No. In my opinion, it's not that good and open for corrupt practices. I don't think it will open for corrupt practices, but we have seen that this kind of thing sadly can happen, and with so much money on the line, oh boy. I prefer standard qualifiers, you know? But not because of that, just because of the settings, you know? I mean, all that can be. Yo por allí andaba hace muchos años. VK era muy conocido, ¿sí? VK, JNMA, acá. AK ruso, ¿no? ¿Era? Ruso estaba en el AK. There's always something worse. Yeah, I wasn't part of it. Don't you think that the game compared to before is more micro than macro? Or depend on the maps? I think macro is still very important. Visit Brazil every year in the summer. Maybe nice combination this year. Nice. A full team of casters, not just you alone. Why a full team of casters? Because I was streaming all the time. What happened with the claim that Valls was dodging? He wasn't dodging, guys. I mean, it was joking, and I think we saw maybe one time in the channel, and there's many situations where one player can drop the game even close sometimes, and then the dashboard say that it's dodge. But it's not gonna dodge, man. Come on, guys. At least let them finish the game once it started in time. What game? What did you do for a living before AoE? Many things. Many things. Nice to watch your screen in Europe rather than in my crazy times in Australia. Oh, okay. There was a lot of content, yes, there was. Not a lot of content now, I hope it is an oath. Wasn't born before AoE, yeah. It was better because AoE player was side and not main job, so it was more relaxed. I looked what Mr. Yo said. I wanted to play the game, not to be a sports star. He said that? Oh, feels bad. What was the biggest disappointment of the ladder? The Viper. Yeah, because he was playing the game like if he was playing the ladder. He wasn't even thinking on competing, you know? Mr. Yo, the last day, was not even thinking like, hey, I'm competing. He just wanted to play the ladder. Well, yeah, I can understand. He just relaxed it. The beauty of this channel for me is how you talk about your family in our country. We treat them similarly. They are the most precious thing we have. I don't have children yet, but seeing what they mean to you is wonderful. Never change. It's super inspiring. What is your country, by the way? But I think my channel is a lot more than that. Really. I really want that people value me for my job about the game. Like, the personal thing is something that is who I am, but I want people enjoy my jokes, my cast, but mainly my casting, you know? This is really what I would like the most. The first few days doesn't matter. Not gonna go into the delay again, please. It's not about the stream, it was streaming with a delay in the last day. Okay. And man, to be honest, usually I tune in other streamers, but I can absolutely admire your style of casting and the effort you put into the game. You're a big part of the community, and I hope you will be part until you are way older than 25. That's fine. Everyone has their own preference about casting. That's not a problem. That's normal. And Mr. Yo said that in your Warlords interview with the 4 grades, when he said he stepped on my feet. I value member for the trolling. I never troll. Brutal casting, man. Every day is Sunday. Follow my channel. That would be great to be every day Sunday. A lot more people will have free days. I think the highlights of member streaming is when he switched the camera to Noah in the living room having fun. That's hilarious. Well, that's something new because my little boy is so excited. By the way, today, I'm gonna show you something. You wanna see it? Something about Noah? I'm gonna show you something, guys. I'm gonna show you where I have been, guys. I'm gonna show you something, guys, but one moment. This is gonna be very cool. Please, stop talking a lot. What do you think about the Yo punishment? Maybe too much. It should be punishment, but maybe the punishment was too much. I'm showing you something, guys. I'm just sending a video to myself to be able to put it. But guys, this is my little boy today. Okay? My little boy today. Brutality or not? My little boy, 9 years old, driving a cart. And then, let me see, 1 second. And that's my little boy. Well, why I put this? Because I'm gonna put you in context. You were talking about my little boy, and they played, they drive twice. That was the first one, and then he was calm. He was knowing the car, and there was a scoreboard there with the times he was doing, you know, per lap. I don't remember exactly the time, but he was not the first and so on. Then he come to me and said, I'm being quiet, puppy. I'm being quiet because I was respecting the car. I wasn't sure with the car. I will try better the next one. And then he went to play with the kids. And I said, it's not about being first. It's about being safe and enjoy. You know? Then he got the next one. He drive and I always say to him, relax, chill, be safe. He did the fastest lap. He improved his lap in the previous time like 15, 20 seconds. And then he come to me and tell me, Papi, how did I drive now? I think I did much fast. And I told you, you went too fast. I didn't want you to do that. Yeah, but how I did? And then I said, you were the first. Really? I was the first, Papi? You see, I told you I was fast. And then he went away again. I thought he was going to be crazy and so on. And then he left. I was like, what the fuck, man? I mean, seriously. Like, I thought he was going to go crazy or something. And then he told me, you see, I told you I was fast. Anyway, we can go back to the Age of Empires again if you want. Today is my 4-year-old son's birthday and I'm on the other side of the world. So sad. Okay. Istaboreni. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me. When I was police, back in the days, I promoted. That was for 2010. And my daughter was born in 2011. I promoted and I was doing a course for a year. Then I needed a destiny. And there was a spot in my city. And my boss could give me that spot in my city. But for some reason they gave to someone else that wasn't going to stay more than 6 months there. Because of that, they sent me to Canary Islands. My wife was here with a job, and my daughter was just born, you know, and she was a baby. So I went to Canary Islands with her having like, I don't know, 5 months, something like this. I was coming one time each month from Canary Island because it's far. You have to take a plane to Malaga. Then from Malaga, I rent a car. I was doing that for over a year. And I was missing a lot of things from my little baby. When I was coming, every time, at the first reaction, she didn't recognize me. You know? Then I was there with her a few hours, and the next day, it was fine. It was very rough. The worst time of my life. What I'm trying to tell you, even if you are in the other part of your life, you will go through that. You will be fine. And your little baby will love you no matter where you are. It's fine. You will recover and you will be completely fine. So don't be sad. Yeah? So I was 1 year. You get used. You will, and now, well, if he's 4 years old, you can make a video call to her. I couldn't make video call to a 5 months baby, you know? Like trying to make it like there's options that is fine, you know? And it's gonna be cool. And one thing that is great with those situations, and sometimes it's nice to have that, it was a bad time, but I can tell you that my best holidays that I remember was when they came to that city that I was living for a whole month. It was my best holidays. Because when you are always with the people you love, you get used to it. So you are happy, but you maybe don't appreciate enough what you have. When those situations happen, it's amazing when you get a holidays, because you enjoy it 300%. Like you take it with all your body, with your hands, with, you know. So it's nice, man. It's very nice. You make us cry. I don't cry anymore. You know, I cried a lot with those situations, but it was nice. You know, it's true, man. It's true. This history is when you are a father. Love it for you that you are doing so well with the stream in AoE. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So I hope it's Siboreni that you will be fine and you'll be good with your baby. But enjoy. It's gonna be good. I'm going to Valencia in 5 days. Is this close to you? It's 4 hours by car or something. So it's not that close, you know. That is totally true that we take your families granted. For that reason, it's nice to be a weekend alone at home, so I start missing my family. It's okay, Melamacari. Yeah. Man, I feel so sad after watching Mr. Your reaction video on Reddit. Okay, where is that video? Now I'm curious. Let's check that video. It's easy to find it. I mean, but it's Chinese, it's English, or what it is? Where's that video? If someone have it, oh good, I have time to watch the stream. It has subtitles. Well, subtitles is still not the same, you know. But well, let me check. Okay, even if it got deleted, I will be able to see the link. Don't worry. I am getting the link. It's fine, I have the link. I can see the link even if it's deleted. Shisha Max. Okay. Give me a moment, guys.
Thank you for following.
你太疯了！吴伟跟我说最后一天直播要设2分钟延迟，我延迟忘记设了，然后他现在说要扣我分，我还前8个菠萝前8，妈的！我心态崩了，我不知道他要扣多少，我忘记设2分钟延迟了。哎呀，我最后一天我为什么要开播呢？我播个锤子播，心态崩了。我他妈被这个红牛被搞死了，我真的是。
This Redbull tournament is killing me.
我100分。
They're taking 100 points. Is he gonna say something else? He played 412 games. I'm so tilted.
我什么都白干了，我操，我什么都白干了。前4没冲上去，前8没保住，扣100分，那掉到多少名去了？哎呀，我操，奖金也没了，心态崩了。啊，不想玩了，下播，拜拜。
It's definitely heartbreaking, guys. It's his own fault, yes, but it's really, really, really sad. Yeah. You know what? Also, I feel bad because I'm sure 100% that he didn't try to cheat, but yeah. He can play. He can still play, but now, for example, the biggest thing is like he will have harder opponents now. He will have to play only in the top 8. He will have to play only the deciders, but now he has to play the whole qualifiers the next weekend. And if he was keeping his position, he will avoid Heartt or Winchester. He will avoid Balls and he will avoid the Viper. Now he can face all those players in the decider, which is definitely, after all the effort he did, it's, yeah. They could have disqualified him completely. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, now it's easy to say. You know, I don't know if all those punishments was already written there. I think it would be better to I don't know, to probably take money away, you know, because at the end, what he did is his fault, but it didn't really affect to the green he did with the 400 games, right? And now all these punishments is also going to affect also to other players when they are playing and so on. So yeah, I don't know. How much time was Mr. Yo online in the stream? I don't know. Like, it was his fault. His mistake. He didn't, but this cannot happen, man. This kind of things cannot happen. But it feels bad because I like him and because he's nice and everything. But, you know, yeah, it was, yeah, unfortunate for sure. Anyway, it is what it is. I mean, I like it more that we were talking about my story on my Canary Islands and so on. But do you feel that Dowd had the right idea by giving up what he called it the Hunger Games and seeing his energy, or do you feel that maybe he gave up too soon? I think he did a mistake one day for playing so many games in a row and losing all his elo, and then he got tilted and left. He probably could have done a little bit better and keep into the top 12. I'm not telling top 8, but top 12. Only thing is, I think the punishment should be known in advance. Well, yes. I don't know. What was the punishment that was known in advance, Mr. Andy? That there were that it could be disqualified was the punishment, right? So I don't know. Yeah, but I think the only one is that it could be. They said that it could be disqualified, so they did less than disqualified for sure. The official punishment was disqualification, so 100 points deduction was very, yeah, exactly. No. It wasn't disqualified. It was less. You know? It was less. But I still feel bad for because he had a big effort and, you know, all his run, how we know him and so on. It's very hard, you know, because every situation is different. So I mean, if you put all those punishments that are known, it's not the same what Mr. Yo did, that probably what all they're going to do it on purpose, you know? So then where you put the line is so complicated, you know? Well, but maybe this is why it's disqualification if you are streaming with the delay to get an advantage, to get a legit advantage out of it. Seems they probably value that, hey, he break the rule, but he's not getting any advantage. He's not being even ahead because of that. He's not getting information, but he break the rule. So then it's going to be less punishment, you know? So in that regard, it also makes sense. You cannot value all the situations the same because they are not, you know? And you cannot put all the situations that are going to happen in a handbook. It's impossible. I mean, if you try to address every single situation, there will be a moment that there's something new that is not in the handbook. So at the end, depend what happened, you have to take the decision live, you know, and value it like if you are a judge, a court, and say, no, this is more, less, harder than the other. It's not black and white, you know, exactly. It's just impossible to judge all the situations possible. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's different always, all the time. It's so complicated, guys. It's really, really complicated. They could have given him a warning, no? Well, the warning was done probably in the weekend, like not warning. It was a reminder there. That's the warning, kinda. When you remind a rule that was already written. Yeah, Mr. Yo, it will never cheat. I'm sure 100%. I mean, Yo is the last guy that will do that. He was so mad on leaks in the Chinese Cup and on Vivi for the phone incident. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why we feel bad also more. Yeah. I wanted to message him, but I don't even know what to say to him, you know? I think they decided on the punishment too quickly. They should have discussed it more. Okay, that's a fair statement. Yeah, especially if you are not gonna, if you are not gonna make the brackets or anything too early. Yeah, it's very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Guys, it's late. It's 10 p.m. Not gonna play today, guys. I think this has been a very good recap, guys. A very good recap. Tomorrow we will have normal streams, guys. Normal streams. We will talk, of course, if you want about this, but we will have more streams, casting, community games, or Rage 4 is back, whatever. Tomorrow will be normal streams. Hopefully, people on YouTube, people here, and everywhere has enjoyed. I'm going to dinner now, you know, and tomorrow football podcast. Oh, tomorrow Real Madrid play Champions League. No, I will come earlier. Well, we'll see. Tomorrow more, okay? And no problem. See, Silverini. It's so good, man. Just enjoy with your, I don't know if it's a daughter or son, but with your baby, you know, and subscribe to my channel. All for the sellout. Stay tuned, guys. Good night.